the present condition of Indian smartphone market. Xiaomi, which has led the Indian smartphone market for 3 consecutive years, has lost his ground to its long rival Samsung in the world's second largest market, according to a new report. According to an estimate from the marketing research firm Counterpoint, Samsung commanded 24% of Indian smartphone market in the quarter that ended in September 2020, ahead of Xiaomi's 23% share. For the context, during quarter 3 2019, Samsung assumed 20% of the smartphone market in India while Xiaomi captured 26%. Counterpoint's finding is in contrast to what research from Canalys reported last week. According to Canalys, Xiaomi held the top spot in India with 26.1% of the market share in quarter 3 2020, ahead of Samsung's 20.4%. But both the firms agree that Indian smartphone market saw a sharp rebound during the quarter. According to Counterpoint, more than 53 million smartphone units shipped in quarter 3 2020 at a 9% year-over-year growth. Canalys pegged the figure to be around 50 million. The volume of units Samsung shipped in quarter 3 2020 was up 32% year-over-year, Counterpoint said. The company has benefited from its recent aggressive push in online sales and launch of several affordable smartphone handsets in recent months, Counterpoint analyst said. Xiaomi, which entered Indian market in 2014 and for several years sold exclusively through e-commerce platforms, is still the top online brand in India, Counterpoint said. But the company, which identifies India as its biggest market outside of China, is struggling to grapple with a growing anti-China sentiment in India among consumers as tension between the two neighboring nations has escalated in recent quarters. This tension may lead to some more changes in the market in coming months. Micromax, an Indian smartphone vendor that once ruled the market, said earlier this month that it was gearing up to launch a new smartphone sub-brand called IN. Rahul Sharma, the head of Micromax, said the company will invest 67.9 million US dollar in the new smartphone brand. In a video he posted on Twitter earlier this month, Sharma said, Chinese smartphone makers killed the local handset market, but the time had come to fight back. Our endeavor is to bring India on global smartphone map again with IN mobiles, he said in a statement. It's worth pointing out that long before the Chinese smartphone market, who command more than 70% of the local smartphone market in India, arrived to the country, they engaged closely with the Chinese phone makers. Chinese firms manufactured the phones and sold it to Indian firms under a white label agreement. Indian firms then sold those phones to the consumers in the country. Eventually, Chinese smartphone markets cut the middleman and started to sell better smartphone models at much better prices to Indian directly, said one expert. India also recently approved applications from 16 smartphone and other electronics companies for a 6.65 billion US dollar incentive program under New Delhi's federal plan to boost domestic smartphone production over the next 5 years. Foxconn and two other Apple contract partners, Samsung, Micromax and Lava, also an Indian brand, are among the companies that will be permitted to avail the incentive. Missing from the list, Chinese smartphone makers such as Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo, OnePlus and Realme. So that's all for today. We'll be coming back shortly with some more interesting content. Till then, stay home, stay safe.